Hey everyone, today we are going to work through the steps of replacing the drive belt on your LegFlexx device. There's going to be three main things here in three areas of the device in which we are going to be working with. The first is the shaft, the drive shaft here. What we're going to do is release from this. We're going to weave it up and over the wheel, and then we are going to put it through the belt stop fork at the bottom here. So the first step to replacing your drive belt is you have to release the drive belt from the shaft. In order to do that, you'll notice that the belt will feed through one end and wrap and coil at the other with the pin there. What you want to do is take a small Allen key like such, and you're going to press on one end of the drive belt, and I'll kind of set it up so you can see, and press the pin out of that other end. And so now that we've done that, you can see it kind of releases there. And from there, you can pull it out. Make sure that you keep the pin with you. And now your drive belt is loose. So the second step here, once we have our drive belt detached from the drive shaft, is we're going to pull this through and over the wheel. So once we have spun the drive belt over and out of the wheel there, it'll only be connected to our belt bite and fork. And so what we want to do is just take this from out of the bottom and through there, and we can start now reattaching the new drive belt. All right, so we have our new drive belt here, and in order to replace this, or to apply it, we will unravel, and we'll start with the branded end here. And so what you want to do here is make sure that the belt will weave over the top of the belt stop pin, and it'll come through, but it'll go back and under the pin. And it'll pull through, should look like this, and that's sort of how it'll adjust as well. So the next step here is to take the end of the drive belt, and we're going to go over the wheel that's here on the arm. And you're going to want to weave that up and around. For the third and final step, we're going to take the end of our drive belt. On the shaft, again, as mentioned before, there's one end that'll be thinner where the drive belt will enter through, and it'll come out on the wider end because our pin needs to lock in there. And so, making sure that the drive belt is straight, you want to weave through the thinner end and come out of the wider end. And here's where you can also check that your drive belt's not twisted at all. Make sure it's straight there. And on this end, with the pin, we're going to put it here and fold the drive belt over. And make sure it's kind of even. As a mark, I like to make sure that I have enough drive belt on this end, about the same size as my thumbnail. And we're going to get as close to the end that it's at and pull through. And that is how we replace the drive belt on your LegFlexx device.